Welcome to another Six Hockey post-draft show. Thomas West alongside Liam Crothers. Today we're going to be talking about the Erie Otters, a team which took a lot of players from the GTHL. As we take a look at some of those players right now, Liam, this is a team that needed goal scoring. They could use some help on the power play. Did they get it?
I think so. Teo Artech, a tremendous forward in his own right. John Franceschetti and Dylan Edwards, two very accomplished goal scorers. And it was interesting to see how late they went too, because I think Erie got a lot of value with some of those later picks.
Yeah, some value in those picks. We'll take a look at them right now, but we'll start out with the first pick that they took from the GTHL, Teo Artech in the second round. Great talent, great hands, and he has the ability to put the puck in the back of the net.
The point scoring stats are obvious there, and I mean, they needed a pure goal scorer. They got a pure goal scorer. Teo Artech, a great playmaker as well. He can put the puck in the net, but he can set his teammates up to do the same thing.
And just later in the draft, they took Sauder. Now, this is a guy who's going to help them on the defensive side of things. He was strong.
Well, you can't go all offense and no defense. You got to have a nice mix, and I think Sauder shores up a back end, but it'll be his job to shut things down to allow some of the forwards to do what they can do best, and we'll get into that a little bit as we look at some of the other forwards that the Otters decided to take.
Yeah, and another forward, John Franceschetti, one of the hardest working players that we've seen. He's going to be a guy that I think they're really going to like.
You can see the points there with Notre Dame, 25 in 30. The left-handed shot, a little bit undersized, 5'8", but I mean, he's got a lot of time to grow into his body. The 143rd pick overall. Franceschetti, as you mentioned, a very hard worker. He's good on the forecheck, and I mean, when we say hard worker, we're not just talking about on the ice, off the ice. His workout regimen is like almost nothing we've seen before from a player this young. He's clearly got the dedication to be great at the next level. It's just a question of if he can materialize that. I believe that he can.
Yeah, I do too. Don't be afraid of the small size. He makes up with it in skill by a lot. We take a look at the next player, Dylan Edwards. This is one of the guys I think we both agree one of the best value picks in the draft, especially where they drafted him. He could be really important to this team.
And a point a game there, you can see at the 5'7" left-hand shot forward, 150th overall. We mentioned the goal scoring needs that Erie had to address. I think Edwards does just that.
Jordan Latham was a guy on the Toronto Nationals. He had a pretty good year with them, and a guy who, he could make the OHL. He could be a valuable player as well.
Yeah, and for this player, it's about maturing in the OHL and the system. Not sure when he does get the opportunity to start with the forward group, but I do think he has the potential. A late-round pick, 289th. I do think that at some point he may be able to make an impact.
Let's get back to Dylan Edwards for a second here. This is a guy who, there's only two players picked on the Don Mills Flyers, but they got it right with the guy they took from them.
And that's always important. We have addressed that sometimes the high-end teams do have more players picked, which means that there's less spots to take for those lower-end teams, the Don Mills Flyers, though Dylan Edwards, a tremendous player, very, very good.
Yeah, not everyone makes the OHL, not every pick makes the OHL, but we think that these guys definitely have a shot. From Thomas West and Liam Crothers, we appreciate you tuning in to another post-draft show from the Six Hockey. See you next time.